David, come closer so the thing can connect. Oh, we're good. We're good. Never mind. Welcome to Tony Costello Court. This is sophomore night. Big game for your Hawks as the Hawks come in with a three-way tie in the Coast North Conference. Las Positas, Ohlone, and Cañada, all of them are 5-6. Playoff seeding could make a pretty big difference based on how the seeding goes. You can't make the playoffs until somebody ahead of you in your conference standings makes the playoffs, but after that, you can actually be seeded higher than them. You just can't make the playoffs. So to play it safe, definitely Las Positas definitely wants to win this game, just like any game. Their playoff hopes are probably going to be solid either way, but they definitely don't want to go 0-3 against Skyline, as Skyline has a under 500 record, and I know that would hurt their chances come playoff seeding times. We did get a chance to catch up with Coach Gio Kamazi, our sideline reporter. We'd like to introduce the world to Angel Duffy, our newest addition to our NorCal Sports TV family, as she interviewed Coach Gio Kamazi just a few minutes ago.
Angel Duffy here with Coach. And, Coach, I have a question for you. With this being the end, this is your last game, is this a must-win with playoffs coming up?
Well, it's not a must-win. I think we're pretty safe to be in, but you always like to be riding the momentum going into the playoffs. So it's a big game for our sophomores. It's a big game that we'd like to keep on, keep our good streak going. We've been playing a lot better in the second half of conference. We hope we finish it out well tonight.
And considering that Skyline has beat you guys twice already, how did you guys prepare for this game, this third one?
They're tough. They're just a tough matchup for us. They share the ball really well. They move it quickly. They spread you out. They make our bigs actually defend the perimeter. So they do a great job. It's been a tough matchup for us, but we threw a couple wrinkles in. We'll see if it helps us out tonight.
Okay, thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
Great job, Angel. Sometimes it's tough to meet up with coaches. We appreciate James Giacomazi for that insight. Great questions, Angel. I mean, this is not a must-win for playoff seeding, but or to make the playoffs. But seeding-wise, you definitely want to get this W. You don't want to give those other coaches any reason to knock you down the peg, I guess to say, as far as the seeding goes. It could mean the difference between a road game, a home game, a play-in game, or not. But Las Positas so far this year, in their 26 games, averaging 80 points a game, 45% from the field, shooting 33% from the three-point line, and averaging 45 rebounds a game, which puts them number 4th overall in the state. They're number 1 in the state in defensive rebounds at 31 rebounds a game. I'm sorry, number 2 as far as total rebounds, but number 4 in the rebound margin per game. And that's particularly due to their twin towers, Peter Hewitt and Annan Hundal. Both of them standing at 6'10". Both of them very skilled. Annan had one Division I offer coming out of high school, decided to come here to hone his craft, so to say, a little bit more with James Giacomazi, who stands at about 6'8" himself. Has a great history with developing post players.
For the visiting Skyline Trojans, at guard, number 3, Donna Stewart.
We'll let the PA announcer go over the starting lineups here.
At guard, number 23, Moises Sandoval. At forward, number 35, Isaac Loera. And at forward, number 45, Chris Fontaine. The Trojans are coached by Mr. Justin Piergosi. Starting lineup for Los Positas at guard, 5'10", sophomore from Brentwood, number 21, Nick Evans. At guard, 6'4" freshman from Discovery Bay, number 22, John Ketchel. At guard, 6'3", sophomore from Brentwood, number 24, Jason Aguilera. At forward, 6'10", sophomore from Antigua, number 32, Anand Pandal. And at forward, 6'4", sophomore from San Ramon, number 33, Justin Samra. The Hawks are coached by James Giacomazi.
Josiah Samra making the starting lineup tonight for the Hawks. Saw him play at Doherty Valley High School. Knows how to play. Coach seemed to try some different lineups as conference was winding down. As most of the year he was starting Hewitt and Hundal. Now trying some different things. Going one big, which, happens to at this level help you defensively. As most teams will try to spread you out and make those bigs have to play defense as if they were a guard. So again, Skyline coming to the game 3-8 in conference, 11-18 overall. Las Positas 5-6 in conference, 17-10 overall, and Skyline will win the tip. Skyline in red, Las Positas in the white. Hundal with a nice contest, and I won't say partial block, any block's a block. So great job there to open up the first possession with the stop for the Hawks. Hundal will penetrate from the elbow, and he's blocked, and they call a foul. Number 45, Chris Fontaine.
Skyline foul number 45, Chris Fontaine. Anand Pandal, 2-2.
Hundal to the line, great touch, standing at 6'10". Shooting 76% from the free throw line. Hundal with another block. Using his length well. He seems, as of late, to have a little bit more bounce in his step than he did earlier on in the year. Saves it with the behind-the-back pass. Skyline will get the ball back and get another shot here as the shot clock was reset. Tough shot. Isaac Loera puts the Trojans on the board. And we're tied up 2-2 early on. Hundal will kick it out. Nick Evans. Good looking shot, doesn't fall. Appreciate everybody streaming into NorCal Sports TV. 2 games going on tonight simultaneously. We're not only here, but also Bishop O'Dowd boys varsity basketball facing Berkeley at our other location. That game's a little behind schedule, so we appreciate you guys streaming in. And if you're waiting for that game, appreciate you for joining us here. Nice ball movement there for Skyline, as Isaac Loera will score again. So 4 points early on for Loera. Hundal squares up. And drops the 15-foot baseline jumper. Nice inside-outside ball movement there. Moses Sandoval drains the three. And as you can see there, you know, at the junior college level, when you have players of 6'10", teams are going to do their best to make him come guard on the perimeter. Nice quick three, Jason Aguilera. He's been shooting very well this year so far. 39, basically 40% from the three-point arc for the Hawks. Skyline penetrating this defense almost at will, getting in the paint, kicking out. Big offensive rebound. Clayton Ledeen leads to another three-pointer for Sandoval. And James Giacomazi's not liking what he's seeing, calls timeout. It was an injury timeout, so Giacomazi did not call a timeout. John Ketchell out of Freedom High School to his former teammate, Nick Evans of Freedom High School. Hundal with a nice drive from the top of the key. He is definitely playing with more bounce in his step than what we were seeing earlier on this year. Really liking what we're seeing from him on the offensive end and defensive end. You see just a blow by from the top of the key. Not bad for a 6'10" sophomore out of Manteca High School. Three for three from the free throw line so far for Hundal. Leading scorer for the Hawks, averaging 14 a game. And he's got 6 on the night so far for the Hawks. Las Positas showing that 2-3 zone. Always like Skyline's zone offense. They do a lot of moves and cuts and flare screens. A lot of things going on. You really got to talk against that kind of zone offense. But we have an offensive foul there. I believe away from the ball. Nick Evans with a nice pass inside, and Jashawn Samra will get to the free throw line. Good seal.
Skyline foul number 23, Moses Sandoval. His first personal third, team foul. Jashawn Samra.
Sandoval called with the foul. Makes 1 of 2. Hawks up by 2 early on. Like there was about 2 Skyline players open on that one, as Darnay Stewart penetrated nicely there to the elbow and found an open teammate for an easy bucket. High-low pass.
Out of bounds for the Hawks.
Hawks doing a great job getting the ball to their leading scorer, Annan Hundal there. Ketchel, great pass off the screen. Hundal. That's 8. 8 points for Annan Hundal there to start the game. Darnay Stewart, a little scoop shot. You know, as Coach James Giacomotti said early on with our pregame interview, they just have tough matchups with Skyline. Skyline has beat them twice so far, once in conference, one in a tournament earlier on this year. Hundal shoots from the top of the keys off. Nice defense there. Hundal to contest the shot, stays in rebound position. Peter Hewitt and Alafia Oluwasogo at the scores table, waiting to be checked in. Nick Evans, nice in and out. Nice in and out dribble. And he'll get to the free throw line. Nick Evans last year, we called him instant offense for the Hawks, where he came off the bench this year. One of their key guys, averaging 13 points a game. Nice rotations for Giacomotti. I like what he's doing there. Oluwasogo comes in for Samra, and Hewitt comes in for Hundal. So you stay big, but you also have that power forward that can defend on the perimeter. Peter Hewitt, nice big offensive rebound. Pass is no good, and Darnay Stewart will push up the break. Skyline not messing around. Throws it inside quickly, and they're whistled for a foul. Nice work inside. Jacob Lloyd puts Skyline back up by 1. And Alafia is called for the travel. He likes to spin on the interior. Alvin Marshall coming into the game for Jason Aguilera. And Goose Person will come in for John Ketchel. Nice kick out. Open 3. Isaac Laura is on the board again. Only averaging 4 points this year, but I believe that's his 8th point tonight. Great ball movement. Skyline working that ball around. Darnay Stewart. Nice pump fake, 1 dribble pull-up move. Best move in basketball. Alva Marshall says, hey, no one's going to guard me. I might as well pull. And he drains the 3. Darnay Stewart just doing a great job penetrating almost at will and always looking for his teammates, kicking out for open shots, creating closeouts. Goose Person had a steal, or what looked like a steal, and lost the ball there. Here's Alvin Marshall. It's like, okay, I know I just came in the game, but you leave me open, I'm going to shoot it. I watched a lot of high school since we live stream a lot of high school games. The only game I saw him play in high school was a preseason all-star game. He didn't play his senior year at San Leandro, but he's developing into a very solid point guard for a freshman that didn't get to play his senior year of high school. Has a lot of potential and talent. I've seen a lot of progress from him earlier on this year to where he's at now. Peter Hewitt dribbles in, right-hand hook. And we got the Twin Towers in there at the same time with Hundal and Hewitt. Great job, Marshall. Alvin Marshall saw the ball screen coming. Faked, gave the defender the impression that he had to go over that screen and went to the basket hard, drew the foul. One thing I always loved about Bay Area point guards, they know how to get to that free throw line. You see there, it's pretty tough to defend. We worked on that a lot when I coached college with our guys, defending that ball pick from the wing. As you can see, there's no help if you try to go over. So the Hawks now back up by 1. Got somebody commenting some crazy stuff on here, so we put him in a timeout. Doing a lot of things today, doing our best here as we are at multiple locations today. You know, again, we have this game, and we're also covering the Berkeley High versus Bishop O'Dowd high school basketball game. That's a great game as well. High-low post into Hewitt. Hundal does a great job throwing it inside from the top of the key. He's able to pass over those defenders. And as a post guy, of course, he wants to reward his other post players. And as a result, Skyline has 6 fouls so far today versus Las Positas only 1. And that's what happens when you attack the basket and you throw the ball inside. With that being said, Las Positas only up by 1 halfway through the first half. Thanks for tuning in to NorCal Sports TV. Big game for the Hawks. Playoff seeding on the line, a chance to finish 3rd in conference or fall to as low as 4th or 5th, depending on how Ohlone and Kenyatta do today. Goose Person for 3. Nice pass, Alvin Marshall. Recognized his teammate, his shooter was open, didn't hesitate. When you have a point guard that'll pass to you like that, it always, to me, just makes the percentages better when you know those passes are coming. Great job by Marshall. Great shot by Goose Person. Mid-range jumper falls by Ashanti Hunter. Albert Marshall just going by his defender at will there. And as I said earlier, knows how to get to the free throw line. Just see here, pump fake, blow by, hangs in the air, draws the foul, back to the line. 3 for 3 so far for the free throw line today. Make that 4 for 4. So 7 quick points off the bench, including at least 1 assist for freshman point guard Alvin Marshall. Wide open 3. Not sure what happened there on the defensive end for the Hawks. Moises Sandoval, wide open shot. We'll take a look at our 3rd camera. You see here Nick Evans and Hewitt, not really sure who should go out there and guard that play. Leads to a wide open shot. And again, that's just what a lot of coaches do at this level. When you have bigs, they're going to try to make them make decisions, go out there on the perimeter, and just try to take advantage of the best they can, because on the other side of the floor, there's definitely a disadvantage there. We'd like to thank our partners, Las Positas College, of course, Amir Law, athletic director, for contacting us and helping us partner with Las Positas, and we are proud to be the streaming home of Las Positas College Athletics. Also, this is brought to you in part by Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever, made from real California milk, gluten and lactose free, 35 grams of protein per bottle. Go to fitprousa.com for more information and to make your order. Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to hotel meeting rooms with locations in the Bay Area, Fresno, and Las Vegas. And American Asphalt, taking care of business for 35 years. And the All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event on the West Coast, returns April 1st to this location, Las Positas College. 5 all-star games, 4 high school games. We have the Bay Area versus Sacramento, Central Valley versus South Valley for both boys and girls class of 2018, as well as a middle school all-star game. If you're a college coach and looking to continue your recruitment, especially JC and NAI, based on the time of year that is, that would be a great place for you to be, as well as any basketball fan. Alva Marshall forced to take a quick 3 as the shot clock expired. Not much on offense on that end, or on that possession, for Las Positas. Skyline looked like they were putting in an extended zone defense that time around. Love to see adjustments. 2 very well-coached teams. The Coast North Conference. So tough to play in. Every team's got a different style of play. You have to make adjustments with every single game. Skyline always tough to beat, especially this year for the Hawks. Skyline misses the open 3 off the out-of-bounds play. Nick Evans hangs, no call. Alva Marshall and Hundal are back on D, hoping to stop the transition bucket. Love the way Darday Stewart plays. Peter Hewitt knocks the ball away, recovered by Hundal, and Alva Marshall's pushing the break. And you know what? No one's going to stop me. He's going to go all the way. Just not the outcome he was looking for that time, but a good decision. He wasn't out of control. No one picked him up. He's already been rewarded twice for that aggressiveness by getting to the free throw line. Moises Sandoval with another 3. Now the Trojans are back up top. Peter Hewitt thought he was going to go to the right hook, but why not? Just go to the left hand. Great move, great patience. Definitely a little bit of a defensive lapse there on that drive. We'll take another look at that from our third camera here. You know, Hewitt seemed like he was on the ball, then he decided to, for some reason, thought maybe he wasn't going to be guarding the ball there. And, you know, we've always taught, and I've always learned that no matter what defense you're in, if you're guarding ball and no one told you to switch or leave, you got to stay there. You don't want to give up those kind of easy baskets. But again, those are the kind of things that do happen when Las Positas plays their two post players. You know, you had 6'10" Peter Hewitt defending somebody on the perimeter, which at the next level, probably not going to happen quite as much. Going to play more traditional teams that have similar size to what Las Positas has right now. Ball knocked away. Going to stay with the Hawks. Peter Hewitt. Handal just doesn't time it quite right. You know, Hewitt got up in the air and he was like, well, I'm open. I don't know if I should pass it, shoot it, shoots it. And Handal was there for the tip, but just really didn't time it right. And a missed opportunity there for the Hawks. Skyline really putting a lot of pressure on Hewitt out there on the perimeter. Marshall, great job pushing it. Ooh, I thought Hewitt was going to get there just in time to tip in that miss. Doesn't quite happen. And we're the other way, quick. 3-point shot. No good for Sandoval, and Hewitt cleans it up. Handal off the dribble. Nice move. Well, whatever's gotten into Handal here in the second half of conference, I like it. Just seems so much more agile, quicker off his feet. And Hewitt gets rewarded for running the floor. And one. Nice play there for the Hawks. Ketchel, great job to recognize that. Hewitt got to reward the big fella for running the floor. And one. So now the Hawks back up 2. Chance to go up 3. And Summer will come back in for Handal. Give him a breather. Had a great first half so far. And Hewitt misses the old-fashioned three-point opportunity, but the Hawks are still up 2. We got 4:42 left in the game. Another great game. The girls' game went into overtime. The passing by Skyline is really impressive to me. Nick Evans working off the ball pick. Nothing there. Ketchel calling the play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to go high-low to Peter Hewitt. Not quite there. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The Hawks will get it out of bounds. One of my favorite things is side baseline out of bounds plays to see what kind of play they run. Going with the stack. He's going to try to lob it up to Hewitt, see if they can get something. Sure, that's not exactly what Coach Giacomazi drew up. Apologize for the quick audio break. Still 33-33. Nice pass. Chris Fontaine finds finds Daniel Zorb flashing down the middle of the key there. Aguilera gets blocked, but he finds Hewitt under the basket, and he finishes with authority. Way to stay with it. Aguilera, his shot got blocked, maybe fouled on that, stayed with it. Found Hewitt. Chris Fontaine gets stripped. Nick Evans going to go the length of the court with the finger roll. Darnay Stewart showing he's got some three-point range as well. Sammer puts the Hawks back up top. Zorb answers back. It's definitely a back and forth game here. Both teams struggling to stop the other team offensively. Nick Evans, nice drive and draws the foul. Recognizes they're in the bonus. Let's take a look at that dunk right here as Aguilera got blocked and finds Hewitt for the monster jam underneath. Nick Evans goes 2 for 2. Couple of important possessions here. Both teams want to go into half with some momentum. Hawks currently up. Be great to go into halftime with the lead. And of course, Skyline thinking the same thing. Nick Evans gambles a little bit. Ashanti Hunter tried to punish him. In and out from mid-range. Ketchel, great pass to Aguilera to recognize that. And to also get the 2 for 1 as there's a 10-second or 13-second differential from shot clock and game clock. Las Positas with a lot of freshmen this year, especially at the guard spot. These guys are playing very well the second half of conference, but speaking of playing well, Darnay Stewart drains the 3. Apologies there with some technical issues. We lost our scoreboard on the screen. So Las Positas will go into halftime with a 1-point lead. We'd like to again thank our partners for helping make this broadcast possible for you to watch live and on demand anytime later for free without any subscriptions or anything else to be able to enjoy these games. Las Positas College Athletics, we want to thank again Athletic Director Amir Allah, Head Coach James Giacomazi helping make these broadcasts possible. We love partnering with Las Positas. We were here for water polo and soccer earlier on, here for basketball, and I believe they'll be bringing more sports on campus next year. We'll be hopefully doing some of those as well. But also our partners is brought to you in part by Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever, made from real California milk, gluten and lactose free. Place your orders at fitprousa.com. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to hotel meeting rooms with locations in the Bay Area, Fresno, Las Vegas, and more opening up this spring and summer. Go to meetingroomsondemand.com. Let them know you saw this ad on NorCal Sports TV. They will give you a 50% discount on your first rental. That's right, a 50% discount. And American Asphalt, taking care of business in the Bay Area for 35 years. And the All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event on the West Coast, returns April 1st to this location, Las Positas College. Speaking of, we'd like to play a promo for that event, and we'll take an audio break and be back with some first half statistics. Thanks for tuning in to NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Got caught watching our other game, Bishop O'Dowd and Berkeley High School right now. Bishop O'Dowd up 24-13 if you're not watching that. First half stats. For the Hawks, Alvin Marshall 7, Nick Evans 5, Aguilera 6, Goose Person 3, Annan Hundal with 10 points, Summer with 5, and Hewitt with 8. And for Skyline, Darnay Stewart with 10. Sandoval leads all scores with 16 points. Lloyd and Hunter had 2 points. Loera has 7, and Zorb with 6. So pretty well balanced scoring for both teams. And Las Positas will start the second half with the ball.
Skyline foul number 23, Moises Sandoval, second personal foul. Pass by Anon, Handal.
And Handal with his 12th point of the night, starting the second half just like the first half. And Jacob Lloyd gets the and one on this end with a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
First personal foul. Jacob Lloyd shooting 1.
I'd say that foul was a little soft, but foul's a foul. No point to reach down like that. Contact that light, that's not going to make a difference anyway, but give them an extra point and get your big guy another foul. So actually that foul was called on Hundal. Hewitt out to open Ketchel, who does a great job finding Hundal there on the baseline. Gets his own rebound, and I don't know how that one went in, but great shot. Ketchel, great job throwing the ball inside. As you see here on the replay. Hundal follows up the second shot. Again, great finish there for the 6'10 sophomore. And Hundal now with 15 points on the night. Giacomazi wants to make Coach Giacomazi looks to make some type of adjustment there as he calls a quick timeout, 30-second timeout, which at the California JC level seem like 10-second timeouts, as they'll blow the horn about 10 seconds beforehand and speed things up. So again, appreciate those streaming in. Some scores already in. Gavilan beat San Jose City. Gavilan 76, San Jose City 57. Yuba beats Mendocino 84-58. Napa over Marin. And that's it right now for some Northern California scores. Ohlone down at halftime over San Francisco 38-23. Cabrillo beats West Valley. A lot of important games tonight for various teams, whether they're trying to be in the playoffs or just make a case to get a higher seed in the playoffs.
Number 33, Jacob Lloyd, his fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
Nice find. Annan Hundal inside off the set play. We'll be able to see that from a few different angles here. Sandoval just fell asleep there and lost his man. When someone's 6'10", You could pretty much, if they're open, you could throw it pretty much anywhere into the basket. They're going to be able to catch and finish. So great call there by Coach Giacomazi. Take advantage of the double post, the Twin Towers. And great passing. Nice pass from Nick Evans. Connected with his sophomore teammate. And the Hawks are up 5. Very early in the second half here. And John Ketchel gets the steal and finishes with the left hand. Hawks playing with a lot of energy here to start the second half. Coach Giacomazi fired up, liking what he's seen from his team so far. Coach Giacomazi, one of the most animated coaches here in Northern California. When we add a 4th or 5th camera, we might just have one on him, the Giacomazi camera next year. Zorb misses a nice putback there. Missed opportunity there for the Trojans. John Ketchel lets one fly, but Hinall's there. Dahl with 17 points so far this game. Getting the leading scorer for the Hawks this year. Nick Evans coming off the ball screen. Throws it back into Hindahl. John Ketchel. Great pass. Anand Hindahl just being patient down there. He's got such good touch. And, of course, so tall at 6'10", no one's really going to be able to contest that shot. So great job taking his time with his 19th point on the night. Skyline no good from outside, and Hindahl cleans it up with another rebound. Hindahl is on fire today. Falls down, little half fadeaway with a little contact. Ketchel doing a great job just getting the ball in the post. As a former college coach myself, I can't tell you how frustrating it could be sometimes with guards that just don't have a lot of experience working with post guys or passing it inside because they never played with guys as skilled as maybe a Hindahl or a Peter Hewitt. Darnay Stewart tries to end that Las Positas run. Let's take another look at that Anand Hindahl. It was a great shot. Of course, we got multiple angles over here. Great touch. Having an all-around impressive game. I think I'm losing track of his points. I believe that might be 20 or 21 points for Anand. I'd like to thank our partners. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever made from real California milk. Gluten and lactose-free. Place your orders at fitprousa.com. And who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Stick around to find out. Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to hotel meeting rooms with locations in the Bay Area, Fresno, and Las Vegas. And American Asphalt, taking care of business in the Bay Area for 35 years. John Ketchel splits the zone, passes it up to Peter Hewitt, who throws it down. That's one of my favorite plays. Not that we ever executed it right, but that's one of my favorite plays. A double ball screen up top and a cross screen underneath for the big guy. Great play against the zone. Aguilera. Puts the Hawks up by 13. Apologize for some technical difficulties. Sometimes the scoreboard just wants to disappear there. Hawks up by 13. Ketchel, great pass. Hewitt with another monster jam. His third dunk on the night. Ketchel doing a great job finding his teammates. And Ashanti Hunter comes out and answers. So Skyline trying to keep it interesting. But the Hawks having a great start to this first half. These first 6 minutes has been some of the best basketball that they've probably played this year. Hewitt with a nice drive baseline. Loses his balance a little bit. Take a look at that alley-oop dunk here. Beautiful play, beautiful pass. If you're following us on Twitter or Instagram, we'll have those highlights. Almost all of our highlights will be up on Twitter at NorCal Sports TV. Sommer with the rebound as Ashanti Hunter couldn't finish the layup. Take a look at the other dunk here. Another one from Ketchel again. And to Peter Hewitt.
Fouls on Justin Sammer. His first personal foul. Third team foul. Clayton Ladine shooting 2.
And Ladine makes 2 of 2. Brings it down to a 10-point game. Lindall's taking a rest. Now the Hawks working hard to get Hewitt the ball. He finds Aguilera, who rest said was out of bounds. Happens a lot. Has been happening a lot more since they extended that three-point line a little bit. One of the things that is very frustrating as a coach, get a guy an open look there in the corner and ends up being a turnover. Ladine with a nice scoop shot. So he's starting to heat up after those 2 free throws. Nice move inside. James Giacomazi, Coach James Giacomazi calling out the play. High ball screen to Ketchel. Throws it up top to Hewitt. 17-foot jumper doesn't fall. Good hustle by Sumra. Here's Clayton Ladine's nice move on the previous play here. Darnay Stewart. And that's 3 possessions in a row now that Clayton Ledeen has scored. That's 6 points. Quick 6 points for him. Alvin Marshall, assist from Nick Evans. But Skyline answers back before we can even switch our cameras. So Skyline starting to chip away at this big lead. Summer looks for Annan on the off block there. Good look. Hawks get another chance at running the out-of-bounds play. Ketchel throws it away. Was looking to kick it back up top, but there wasn't anybody back up top. Shot clock violation for the Hawks. Not a bad turnover, as Skyline will have to score in the half court. Ledeen almost scores again. Clayton Ledeen definitely playing with more energy after scoring those 6 points in a row, getting hands on balls and making some good plays at the rim. John Kenchel realizing that Ledeen's being a little overly aggressive and basically draws the foul. Nick Evans with some nifty ball handling, beautiful move. Having a great all-around game tonight. Several nice assists. Big buckets when they need it. Zorb left open, misses that one, and Summer will get another rebound. Ketchel doing a great job in transition there. Finds Alvin Marshall for another three-pointer. John Ketchel is running the show. I mean, his teammates are making the shots, but unbelievable passing, decision-making by the freshman guard, who I recruited out of high school when I was coaching college. Put a player like that around the kind of talent Las Positas has, and he's going to make some great things happen here. You see, just takes his time. No need to go too quickly. You don't want to outrun your teammates. And it makes a great decision there. Las Positas up 72-60. We'd like to go to a short commercial regarding the all NorCal games, brought to you by NorCal Sports TV, the largest all-star event on the West Coast. Back to the action. Handal with the big block. He gets his hand on another play. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Ladine misses. Stewart almost got the rebound, but Samra will deflect it, and big stop for the Hawks. Nice drive by Nick Evans. He'll get to the free throw line and shoot two.
Nick Evans, 2 shots.
Connects on both. Important possessions here. Hawks have a chance to really take some momentum and some heart out of Skyline if they can continue to get stops and and score on the offensive end. Samra with the turnover there, wasn't able to catch that pass. Well, I heard a quote when I was coaching, it's tough to beat a good team 3 times in one season. So Las Positas is going to try to bring truth to that statement. Does not want to get swept by Skyline, lose 3 times to a conference opponent in 1 year. Big stop. Alva Marshall will bring the ball down. Nick Evans with a beautiful pass. But Ladine is there for the block. Nice out of bounds play. Nick Evans is open for 3. Doesn't fall, and Skyline will push the pace. And Clayton Ladine will get to the line again.
Hawks foul number 33, Justin Sandler. Second personal foul, team foul. Clayton Ladine, 2.
Ladine will drop both. Skyline answers back. Breaking that double-digit lead, and Alvin Marshall gets tied up, and Skyline looking to make a run here. These are some important possessions for both teams. Las Positas doesn't want to give Skyline that confidence or momentum this late in the game. Nice pass back Backhead pass, beautiful play. Skyline shrinks the lead again to 7. Take a look at that last pass. Overhead pass, Chris Fontaine cleans it up.
Coach, I have a question for you. With this being the end, this is your last game, is this a must-win with playoffs coming up?
Here's third personal foul. 15 foul. Skyline fouling Chris Fontaine, third personal foul, 16 foul.
Nick Evans coming off the ball screen. Kicks it out to Alvin Marshall. Strong drive. Just doesn't fall. And he gets called for the cheap foul. A little frustration foul.
Alvin Marshall, his first personal foul. 16 foul.
Skyline going to the hot hand. Clayton Ledee, no good. Marshall will get the rebound, and Los Positas will walk it up. Wanting to execute, get a good possession here. Nick Evans lets it fly. That's his shot. Big bucket for the Hawks. Well, this is Nick Evans' shot all day long. Off the dribble. Great shooter off the dribble. And a big bucket for the sophomore. So that puts the lead back up to 10. Lots of time left. No time to relax. Ketchel doing a great job getting his teammates involved. Pendal, isolation on the block, comes back to the right hand, just short. And, Hewitt, same thing, a little frustration, foul reaches in. Now you're putting Skyline to the line for some easy free throws. Those last 2 fouls by the Hawks, definitely not what Coach Giacomosi wants to see. He wants to see Skyline earn their points, especially at this point in the game. 1-1. And a miss. So fortunate for the Hawks, as that could have been a Nick Evans lets it fly again with Peter Hewitt with the big rebound. Ketchel left open. And that's why they're number 1 in the state as far as rebounding. Coach Justin Piergrossi and fans, asking or looking for an over the back call or push call, but the guys are 6'10". They can jump up and tip a ball to themselves. It's just the advantage they have. So another steal. Nick Evans with the steal. Hawks will walk it down. Pendal with the pull-up from about 18. Great hustle. Hewitt saves it. We got 7 on the shot clock. Catcher with the hesitation. Flips it up. Tough shot. He's playing a heck of a game. Really just running the show here for Las Positas. As you see here, Ketchel. Hesitation move. Nice scoop. Gets it up there just before Fontaine can contest. Tough to decide who our Fit Pro Go player of the game is going to be. Lots of Las Positas Hawks playing well so far. Same thing for Skyline. 3:45 left, still plenty of time in anybody's game at this point. Isaac Loera to the line, makes his first. Makes the second. Skyline keeping within fighting distance. A couple stops and a couple made shots. This thing can turn quickly. So Coach Giacomazi wants Las Positas to take their time on this offensive possession, bleed a little clock. Hopefully they'll get a good shot. But they're definitely going to work some time off the clock here. Ketchel's pass a little bit too low for Hewitt to handle. Put a little more bounce in that, John. He'll catch it. Darnay Stewart with the kick out. That was a good shot. Good shot, good possession. Just shots not falling like they were the first half for Skyline. Las Positas gonna bleed a little more time off the clock here as well. Jacob Lloyd says, I'm not gonna make it that easy. Almost gets the steal. One of the reasons why I'm not a great fan of bleeding the clock. The defense knows they can gamble. They know you're not going to go for a shot right away, and sometimes you bleed too much clock. You don't get a good possession, but working pretty good so far for the Hawks is Handal with another bucket underneath. Handal with the big block. Great hustle right there. Sommer gets on the floor, and Handal capitalizes with the easy 2. Sandoval makes both. Still a 10-point game. Las Positas going to continue to bleed the clock. .12 on the shot clock. Ketchel with a nice move. Does not look to score, but can when he needs to. And speaking of point guards who can score, Darnay Stewart with another big 3. Well, I guess I could see why the Hawks might be bleeding the clock, because these Skyline Trojans, they can score in a hurry. Samra with another big rebound. Samra playing a big game today. Just another one of those guys that's going to really do everything you need to win a game. You know, not the typical college size if he's playing the powered forward spot, but comes from a well-coached program. Doesn't worry about scoring, plays hard, dives on the floor. And the Hawks look like they are going to finally get that W over Skyline this year. Stay tuned for our interview with our Fit Pro Go player of the game. Hard to decide on that. A lot of guys played well tonight. Very impressed. Las Positas playing well at the time of the year you want to be playing well, which is playoff time. Handal playing with more aggression and a pep in his step. Ketchell's running the show. Nick Evans doing a great job not only scoring but finding teammates. Peter Hewitt always solid inside at 6'10". Alvin Marshall really doing a great job of running the show. As well as Samra and Alafia. All these guys just doing a great job. Person shooting well. Really like what I see from them today.
Final score, Las Positas 90, Skyline 75.
So stay tuned. We're going to introduce our Fit Pro Go player of the game. With our newest addition to our sideline reporting team, so Angel Duffy is going to interview our Fit Go Pro player of the game. See if we can catch him before he goes in the locker room. Go ahead, Angel.
Hi, Angel here with Fit Pro Go player of the game, John Ketchell. John, anything you have to say about that game that really stood out to you?
I think we just played as a team. Coach has been preaching to us all week that our last two games have been must-wins, and we got the job done. So, Coach is a fool, man, but we got the job done. Just get ready for playoffs and continue to play hard, work hard, play as a team, and we should be good to go.
Thank you, John.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Good interview, man.
We appreciate the time with John Ketchell and our newest intern, a.k.a. Sideline reporter, Angel Duffy there. her coming out today to catch this game, as we are at multiple locations, multiple sites. So Las Positas, a big win. Over Skyline to finish, I believe, 500 in conference, which is a big deal come playoff time. They want to finish ahead of some of their other conference members. We don't have any scores yet from Skyline and Kenyatta and Ohlone, as they both are fighting for the same position. Excuse us there as we're waiting to try to get some statistics here, look at some scores for everyone that might be watching. I believe the playoff brackets will be announced Monday. Las Positas will be in. We've been streaming lots of Las Positas and Santa Rosa games, so we will still be able to broadcast some games while the CIS section playoffs are underway, which we are unable to live broadcast. The score that's up right now, San Francisco, they still have the same score up here. We'll see if we can update it. 38-23 was the last score we had at halftime. But Las Positas is playing really well when they're supposed to, or when you would want to. I mean, if you're going to have a team play well at the beginning of the year, the end of the year, this is the time that you want to peak, with a lot of freshman guards and a lot of new faces. Probably weren't playing quite to their potential early on, but right now they're doing a great job playing as a unit. Guys play their roles, and the big fellas, the Twin Towers, just dominating. So we appreciate everybody streaming in to NorCal Sports TV. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so you can get alerts of our upcoming live broadcasts. This is Denny Aye, your producer and scorekeeper and commentator on the night. If you want to see more basketball, switch over to our other game, Bishop O'Dowd and Berkeley. Bishop O'Dowd is up right now with the start of the fourth quarter, I believe. Chris Babcock is your commentator over there. And tomorrow we'll be streaming the TCal Rock Championships, Salesian, number 2 team in the state, with arguably the best point guard in the country, James Akinjo, will be playing St. Pat St. Vince, as well as we're also covering the Salesian versus St. Pat's girls championship game. So those games start at 5 o'clock tomorrow. We'd like to thank again Amir Law, the athletic director at Las Positas faculty, for their accommodations to get us up here to do these games. We'd like to thank our partners again, Fit Pro Go, Meeting Rooms on Demand, and American Asphalt. We'd like to thank our crew, Montreal, or Monty, Angel Duffy, our newest sideline reporter, David Martinez, and myself for being here to bring this to you. Thanks one more time for being with us, and thanks for being on the show.